What is happening, YouTube? It's Saturday morning. I am heading to, well, welcome, first of all. My name is Joe. Just your average Joe. Just got back from yard sailing, so I'm going to show off some pickups. We're not going to go over sales today. We're just going to go over what I got. So, appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I've been reselling for full time, 8 years, but I've been reselling on eBay since 2000 in my college days. So, I've had my account for 24 years now. Sold a lot of stuff. So, been through a lot on eBay. But anyway, appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna go over a few things that we picked up. Well, quite a bit of things. If you can see, my table was cleared off yesterday, except for this little pile over here. Well, of course the games are still here. If you've been with me before, you know my pile of my emergency hoard pile of game cartridges and stuff, like Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, NES, all that good stuff's here. But anyway, so don't worry about that'll be there for a while. So that's a project I got to figure out at some point. But all I had left from yesterday, I think I mentioned that I was trying to get through everything this week. It was supposed to rain today, but it hasn't. It's going to rain later on, but it's nice now. So the yard sales were out, but I could only go for a short time. Me and my wife are heading to the beach here in about probably 30 minutes. So I just did a short little run from I got up at 6:30 and hit some of the 7 a.m.s and 7:30s and 8s, and we're there early on a lot of those. I try to get there a little bit early on a lot of those sales, and then just hit up some a few sales today. Unlike normally, I'm out till about noon, sometimes 1 o'clock yard selling. But picked up some things, so we're gonna go over that. But again, that pile is still the old pile. So all this stuff here, this is all old stuff. Everything else that you see here and everything from here over is all the newer stuff. I spent, how much did I spend? I spent, y'all can tell me what you think in the comments, whether I did good or not once you see everything. I sent the lady, was it 70 in Cash App, and then 60 there, so 130, 230, 270, and then 270, and then like $15, 270, so like 285 give or take, right around 285. If I remember correctly, unless I'm missing something, I was right around 285. So let me know how I did for 285. So keep that number in mind. We're gonna start with, picked up a, and sometimes some things are intuition, some things are things I just know. So if you have questions about, how'd you know to pick that, or how'd you this, that, anything you have questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments. I'm pretty good about replying. In fact, somebody just put a comment. I forget your name, but if you're watching this video, you put a comment about I'd be worried about keeping all the games in the garage because of the heat and stuff like that. Well, it does get hot here in North Carolina. However, my bonus room is upstairs, and that's AC'd. And obviously my kitchen's right there, and that's AC'd. Now, granted, it's not AC'd in here, but when the door's closed, even in the hottest day here in North Carolina, in my garage, it might get up to like 80, 85, maybe 90, possibly, and then up to 90 degrees, I'd imagine. It never gets like really hot in here. So, the inventory is not getting damaged. There's not, I've got autograph stuff that's, I mentioned, I showed you off some of my memorabilia and things that's sitting over there. Could it damage it? I guess maybe over a long period of time, but it's not like a storage unit, outside storage unit. Those things, there's no AC around any of them, unless you got an AC climate control unit. But the ones that don't they just boil, and they're on tarmac we got grass and stuff around here. It just doesn't concentrate as much heat. You don't get, obviously that concrete gets super hot from the sun, and then that radiates into the storage units because it's a whole big parking lot, and especially if it's blacktop, so all that adds to the heat rising in those units. Those units are smaller. There's no AC around any of them at all. There's no walls that have AC units that may help absorb some of the heat and things like that. So all I'm saying is storage units can get up to like 120, 140 degrees in the dead set of summer. My garage doesn't get that hot. I can guarantee you that. When I will open this door in the hottest day of summer and come in the garage, even with the door closed, it's not like a whoosh of heat hits me because it's so hot in here. So no, we a lot of times have the door open because I got kids. So this door is open a lot of times during the day because the kids are in and out. So, I'm always here. I'm, packing and shipping with the garage door open and things. So it never really gets, anyway. I'm rambling. So let's get to what we sold. So no, the inventory doesn't get damaged in here. That's not, no. Maybe if you were in Arizona, maybe, where it's like 130, 140 degrees sometimes, you know, maybe, I don't know. But nah, we're good. We're good. If over my tenure, if that had become a problem, I would not be doing this out of my garage. But anyway, picked up an Air Force summer flyers jacket, fire resistant, yeah. So there's that. $10, if I remember correctly. I think I gave her 8. So actually, I did spend more. So it'd have been 185, like just under $300 because I didn't count this. So that puts 85. That'd be like 293. So anyway, right around $300 is what I spent total. That's one. And one of the items I picked up. So this yard sale was weird. It had a little bit of everything. I walk up and they had this, and they had this, and I'm like, oh my goodness! But it's just the box, and this is just the box too. There's no game. I was like, man, that'd have been a nice little walk right up, first yard sale of the day. Boom. No, they weren't there, but you know, I may come across the red. I haven't yet, but I've come across the purple. Again, I've got a whole box down here full of empties. So like all these are empty. If you can see down, no, you can't see down there, can you? Anyway, I got a box down there just full of empty cases. So like, you know, all these, you know, Star Wars, just a whole bunch of empties. Even got Silent Hill, things like that. They're all just empties. Bunch, you know, lots of empties. Whether they may or may not have the manuals. So eventually, believe it or not, empty cases sell too. I just hoard them because you never, you know, I come across loose. So here's a nugget: keep all your empties, because when you come across, especially if you're a game reseller, when you come across the loose ones, you can go into your pile and add and get you a complete, you know, CIB kind of thing. So if I ever come across hit and run, boom. Now, at some point, I will sell the whole box on eBay of empties for, I mean, it depends. So there's some big titles in there. They just don't have the games. So it depends. Now, you can do onesie, twosies that way, but I just do the whole lot. I'll end up just selling the whole lot on eBay at some point. The same thing with controllers. In fact, I'm going to put both of these in here. Same with controllers. What I do with controllers is as I get systems and as controllers, I get them and test them and they don't work, I put them in a box. And then eventually, once this box is full, because it's got all sorts of controllers in there, once this box is full, then I end up putting this whole thing on eBay as parts and repair controllers. And the last one, I got like $90 out of it. So it's, you know, even though I can't do nothing with it, it's a way to still make some money on stuff. So there's that. So I got a bin full of, like a box full of controllers and a box full of empty. Yeah, and that's it. So, picked this up for $1. Got 2 on it. I asked her if she'd take $1. She said yes. Just a little Texas Instruments. It's probably $10, maybe 15. Nothing major. Heck, it may not even be that. I just, for $1, I pick them up if it's Texas Instruments. Picked up a backpack for $3. North Face, really good condition. If you don't know about backpacks, I just put like 7 of them up yesterday, especially hiking backpacks. The Swiss, I forget what it's called, those Swiss backpacks. And then, you know, North Face, what is it, Swiss something? Anyway, I'm not gonna go grab it, but Swiss something, I forget the name, but they go pretty well. They usually sell for me for about $40, and people will usually sell them in like new or brand new looking condition, $5, $3, whatever the case is. So, this was my nice little score. $3 for this. Star Wars in the box trilogy. I believe when I comped it afterwards, there's sometimes you just have intuition, right? Sealed VHS Star Wars, grab it. $3 all day. Even if it was only $15, it's worth it. But it's $50 actually. It's the same one sold for $50. So there's that. Picked up these pants. Brand new set of Dickies. Brand new pair of Dickies for like $2. Again, I don't really know what Dickies sell for, but anytime you see brand new anything for super cheap, it's usually a good pickup, a good thing to consider. So even if it's not your niche. So there's that. I'd imagine these sell for $30-ish, 25, 35, somewhere in that range. It was worth the $3 to pick it up. So there's that. These the lady ended up just throwing in because she was like, well, you already bought a bunch of stuff. That's no problem. You can take them. I was teeter-tottering. I was like, well, that's free. It's for me. I'll take them. Tommy Sport, a pair of Tommy Sport pants or jean shorts. I don't even know if these are real, to be honest with you, because these are made in Korea. I don't know if Tommy stuff is made in Korea. And usually Tommy stuff has additional tags on the inside, and I don't see any other tags. So I'm glad I got it for free because I don't even know if they're real. But Tommy Sport, we'll see. I'll look them up. I don't know. They may be nothing. I send them to my wife to the thrift store, for $1. Somebody will buy them for $1 at the thrift store if they're not worth anything. That's the nice thing when I do strike out or hit and not get something that's not what I thought it was, or if I get stuff like, for example, these DVD players were a throw-in on the bundle that I got for all the Wii. Well, I'll get to that in a second, but I got a bundle of a Wii and a PS2, and the guy just threw in for free like 2 VHSs and 2 DVD players. Well, the DVD players I'm not going to put on eBay. Those are not the ones. I know I sold a Samsung yesterday, and I told y'all to keep an eye on that one. That one is a good one, that Samsung with the built-in like Roku or whatever it is, the streaming options on it. Those don't have streaming options. I'll look up the Sony just to make sure it's nothing. I'll still look it up to confirm because I don't know off the top of my head, but they're probably nothing. And so those will go to the store for like $5 a piece. My wife will sell them in the thrift store. And then the 2 VHSs, if they work, VHSs, one of them's a Panasonic, one's a Sony. I mean, you never know when it comes to VHS. In fact, there's a VHS right here, a Philips. In fact, I think this one is a Philips. It's Panasonic, actually. But there's a Philips right up there that if you can see, that one goes for about $60 free shipping. So like $40 plus shipping. I think I got it for like $3. So don't sleep on VHS. I know it's crazy. Don't sleep on VHS, man. Some of them are high dollar. VHS DVD combos. The guy that I picked that up from said, oh, I got a brand new VHS DVD combo, man. It's new in the box, and I just never got around to opening it up and messing with it. And I'm like, from like 20 years ago? He was like, yeah, man, but it just, I was like, you looking to sell that one or get rid of that one? Because he was throwing these in, and he was like, no, I'm keeping that one. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, that one's worth some money probably, especially it being sealed still. But anyway, so if you don't know, now you know. Here's a little nugget. VHS/DVD players. And just VHSs in general, especially if they're name brand, like your Panasonics, your Sonys. Obviously look them up. Not all of them are, but a good majority of them are, especially if they're working. And you have a remote. Neither one of these have remotes. So obviously, if they're worth anything, that's going to affect the value a little bit. But as I mentioned in the video before, you can always buy the remotes for them. If it's a high dollar VHS, you might as well get the remote for it so it's more desirable, right? And you could probably pick up the remote for $10. So if it's like a $90 VHS, then or VCR, then it's worth buying the remote to bundle it, so that way you can get a premium out of it. So food for thought. That's the way my gears go. How can I make it more desirable? I mean, I may have to put out a few dollars, but I'm going to get a premium out of it. If without the remote, it may only sell for $60, so it's worth getting the remote to get the extra $30, maybe $40. Who knows? Again, that's not always the case. You just got to kind of look at the numbers, see what things sold for versus what it sold for with or without the remote, and just make an educated decision from there, for what works for you. Some people don't want to wait for shipping on stuff to come in. That's fine. There's no rule book in this. You do whatever you feel like doing. So there's that. Let me grab them. This lady had a whole pile of DS games. Nothing good. There's absolutely nothing good in here. But for $5, I can use them as fillers because I got a bunch of handhelds that I need to get up on eBay actually that are upstairs. So a lot of those will just be fillers. There may be a couple titles that may be like $10 possibly, but there was nothing major in there. None of your big staple games. So I will look them up individually. Some of them I already know are nothing, so I'll just filter them out, and then anything that's like $10 I'll put to the sides, put on it as by itself, and then all the other ones I'll bundle in, like I said, with all my other handhelds, because I got like, I don't know, I think I got like 9 handhelds from 2DS and up to 3DS XL. So those will go with any of those basically. So I can just bundle 5 or 6 games, and that makes that more desirable, because then you get You get, you know, 5 or 6 or 7 games, and you get a charger, you get the case, you get the actual, you know, obviously the device, whichever one it is, 2DS, 3DS, whatever. It just makes it more desirable, you know, versus just selling the system. You bundle it with all those things. You make sure it's got the stylus, that kind of stuff. Reset it, make sure it's good to go, cleaned up, wiped down, sanitized, a little crud out of the little cracks and crevices, and then you get a premium out of it. That's at least how I do it. So that's just my 2 cents and how I operate. You don't have to do it that way. You can just sell it as it is if you want and just get less for it. That's fine too. These 2 jerseys, pick these up. I don't know how I did on these. Pretty sure I did okay. I got an Adidas, Las Vegas. It's still got the tags on it as well. Where's it at? It's brand new with the tags. So, in fact, the tags got $180 on the tag. But anyway, there's that. This one is Adidas, and then this one is Reebok. This one also still has the tag. I don't know if it's got the price on it still, but they wanted 30 bucks a piece on them. I was sold all day. Sold, I'll take them. So yeah, this one doesn't have the what you call it. The lady was like, when I looked them up, they were going for over $100 a piece. And I'm like, well, you know, I'm sold for 30. I got it. I'll take them. So very nice condition. 2 jerseys, 30 a piece. Can't go wrong there, I don't think. So the video game, oh, let me go through this. So, and then I had a marketplace pickup actually at the end, after I was yard sailing. I had a marketplace scheduled and picked up from last night that I picked up and I went this morning. So that's actually this bundle here before I get into that. So it was 145 bucks. It included the guitar. It included a Wii U with, it's actually the white Wii U for those that know. If you don't know, now you know. The white Wii U is more desirable and more rare. You don't see a lot of the white Wii U's. So I've actually never sold a white Wii U before. So typically I sell the black ones for like 200 bucks, bundled up, all the cables, some games, you know, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, it's usually $200 is what I get out of them. The white, maybe the same, maybe a few bucks more, I don't know. But anyway, and I normally try to bundle, if I can, the Guitar Hero with a Guitar Hero game. And typically, and I do have a Guitar Hero game in the lot. Anyway, I'm not gonna go through all the games and all that, but there is a Guitar Hero game in the lot. So guitar with the Guitar Hero game, typically I sell for anywhere between 80 and up normally. 70, 80 and up normally. Depending on the system and the guitar, sometimes they're 150. 120 with the game and the guitar. So it just kind of depends. This one, for the Wii, typically I get about $80 when I bundle it with the game. So there's that. And again, it came with all this stuff. So that $145 deal, which was the Wii U, came with all this. It also had a PS2. I'll show that in a second. So it was all for $145. I hate these, by the way. Don't like them. They don't sell very well. Even if they're brand new in the box, they just don't sell very well. But I bundle it with the Wii U is what I'm going to do. So again, it'll help me. I can bump up the Wii U for like up to $250, and I'll include like the fit board, the Wii U sensor, a bunch of games, all the controllers, the cords. In this case, it's got like this stuff with it too. So it's kind of janky. It's a little janky, but like it's got the gun. It's got the wheels. It's all pretty janky and yuck. I don't even know if I'm going to clean it, to be honest with you. I may just sell it as is and just take a cut on it, or take a little bit less on it, or just clean the system, because I don't feel like cleaning all this nastiness off of these junk controllers, to be honest with you. If it was the regular controller, I'd do that all day, and I will do that. But like all these little accessories and all this stuff is pretty. So I'm just gonna what I'll do is I'll clean the system like normal. That's what I do normally. Clean the controllers like normal. Bundle everything like I normally do. Then I'll put in the listing in the description. These are all gonna come with it. The Wii Fit board comes with the system and all that, so I'll be able to get more out of it. But I'm gonna make sure that I put in the description that these are in need of cleaning. The system and the electronics are clean, sanitized, and ready to go. But the accessories will need cleaning, because they do need cleaning. And this actually, this has like tape around it right there, so I'll have to, disclose that. It's got tape around the buttstock. But so anyway, that's what I'll do with all this stuff, because I really don't feel like cleaning up all that stuff. There's another one in here. What is this? This is another guitar thing, I think. And then of course, you've got, well, I'm not going to go off and show all the games and all the stuff, but you've got of course, the pad, and then you've got some other games and things like Link's Crossbow and then Wii Sports. So I'll probably include, I may sell Wii Sports separate because Wii Sports is like 20 bucks by itself, and that's the only real game that was really worth anything in the bundle. That was the bad thing. There wasn't a bunch of good games with this, but that's fine. The system itself will still yield at least $2 to $250 with all these little accessories. Once I get it cleaned up and processed, obviously. He did test that too for me, so that's good to go. I made sure it read discs, and he sent me pictures. Again, this was a marketplace pickup. So he sent me pictures of that working, and then sent me pictures of the PlayStation working, which is this here. So stack of games, nothing good. Again, nothing that's really worth anything. To my knowledge, actually, I'll say that to my knowledge. These are all backwards. Let me. There may be 2 games in here that are a little something. Maybe. What is this? Oh, yeah, Spyro might be, but it's disc only. Here's the. So yeah, it would help if I. Let's hold on a second. Yeah. All right. So this is the games. Nothing really. So there's that. There's your games. Nothing good. All bundlers though. So I'll bundle most of these. I don't think any of these are going to be. Tomb Raider might be. It is complete. Tomb Raider might be a $10 game. I might put this one up separate. Spyro. It's disc only. Probably disc only is going to get bundled as a filler. Unless it's 10 bucks or more, then I'll sell it separate. But I believe the rest of these, SpongeBob maybe 10 bucks, possibly. Is it CIB? It is CIB. Maybe SpongeBob is 10 bucks. Can't remember off the top of my head. But so there's only maybe a title, maybe 1 or 2 games in here that I'll sell separate. Otherwise, I'm going to bundle these with the PS2. So got a PS2, and this is all for the 145. The Wii, all the Wii U stuff, and all the PlayStation. He tested all this for me and all that, and showed it was working. Let me make sure there's any game in here. Oh, we do have a game in there as well. So PS2 Slim with the memory card. It's got 2 controllers, all the hookups, decent condition, minimal cleaning, and again, it does work. So there's that. So that was the 140 deal. 140 bucks for all that stuff. And then the last batch, and then I'll let you guys go. I got this bag here for $70. So to start, we have, those are the titles there. Nothing crazy. I might keep Dead or Alive, actually. That's probably one I'm keeping. But this is Mario. So that's like 20 bucks. And then this one is not Outlaw Volleyball. This one is Wii Sports. So again, Wii Sports. I don't know if Outlaw Volleyball. I bet that's a high dollar game. Outlaw Volleyball. It's the first time I've ever seen that. I need to look that up just to see. I'm curious what that goes for. It's not in there. You know, I bet it was in the Xbox. They had an Xbox, OG Xbox, the family that I picked all this stuff up from. This stuff right here. They had a whole bunch of video game stuff, but like, it wasn't very good. And when I tested the OG Xbox, it didn't power up. It didn't have any juice. I was like, man. So yeah, luckily, you know, being a video game reseller, I've got a lot of stuff to bundle. Like, this is just the PlayStation. They say they weren't sure if it worked, but I took a shot for 20 bucks because I know I can sell it for like 20 bucks if it's parts and repair. However, and I can replace the lens if it doesn't work for like 20 bucks, and then I can sell it. So probably wouldn't sell it for parts and repair. I would just get the lens, because 9 times out of 10, that's all it is. The lens doesn't read discs. It's a super easy fix, and then I can sell it for, typically with games, 2 controllers, memory card, which this I have the memory card for it. I've got controllers for it. I've got some games, maybe not enough yet, but eventually I'll come across them, so I'll get enough. Usually I do like 8, and it usually sell for about 120 for me, 1 to 120. So if I have to put another 20 bucks in it to get a lens, no big deal. Again, I got the controllers, I got the memory card, so that's how I do it. I bundle it all together. So this was 20 bucks at the same sale. And that's kind of where my gears turn. If you're into video game reselling, you're probably just like me. And if you're not, make sure you've got all your all your extra stuff. I used to sell it all, and I do if I have duplicates of everything. I'll sell like controllers. If I got like 3 or 4 PlayStation controllers, I'll sell 2 of them and hold on to 1 or 2 for down the road. If I come across like this and I don't have them, then I've got at least 1 or 2 laying upstairs in my bin where I can just pull from, boom, complete the system, boom, boom. I mean, I try to get it all when I get the system so I don't have to do that. But there are times like this where it was just the cordage in the system. And so that's fine. I've got memory cards. I got like 4 memory cards upstairs, third-party ones. I don't sell those on eBay because they're super cheap, but it helps make this bundle more desirable when you have a memory card too. So, so there's that. And then the last thing was a Xbox One. I don't need this. An Xbox One in the box, great condition. As is, it's just 1 terabyte Xbox One. I got it for $40. So I typically sell these. I haven't sold one in the box before, so I would imagine I could probably get $100 out of it. The fact that it's super clean, it's in the box still, or has the box. Should be able to get $100 out of it. If I bundle it with games and things like that, I can usually get about 120. But I don't have a whole lot of Xbox One games laying around right now, so that'll probably just go as is. I'll probably put $100 on it, maybe 120. I'll probably put 120 on it, make an offer. You know, somebody may pick it up for 120 and somebody may shoot me an offer for 100 and I'll take it. So, but anyway, there's that. So that's it. Kind of I mean, I spent a decent amount, I mean, almost $300, and I think I did pretty good. Y'all let me know in the comments how I did. Normally I'm out longer and I got more stuff and whatnot, but like I said, today I had the marketplace pickup, which is $145 out of all the 300. So basically half almost of what I spent was just on that marketplace pickup, which was the Wii stuff and that PlayStation bundle, PS2 bundle stuff. So everything else was yard sale for like the 150, which, you know, 150, these 2 jerseys are probably $200 for the 2 jerseys. So then from there, everything else is gravy. The $50 for the trilogy, you know, the $100 for the Xbox. You know, once I bundle the PlayStation, another $100 there, another $80 for the guitar. You know, the backpack's probably another $30-40. What else? I think that's about it, maybe. Oh, the Dickies probably another $20-30. Oh, the jacket. I didn't grab this jacket, the bomber jacket. This could end up being $50, $60 possibly, or 20 or 30. I'm not that guy that looks stuff up. I've got pretty good intuition. I've been doing this long enough. I kind of know what I've sold in the past to pick up again because I know it's sold. That's a key thing in this. If you know you're the one packing and shipping the stuff, you're the one selling the stuff, so you know the things you've sold in the past, and you know how long those things sit in your store. So there's education right there. When you're out and about, you already know that, okay, wow, there's that item. There's that Leatherman I sold 8 months ago, like within 3 days, they only want $2 for it, you know, and I know I can get 40, you know, that kind of stuff. So that library just continues to broaden over time of things that you sell and knowing those things and going out. Then you start getting the intuition, like, I already know VHS are coming back. I already know sealed VHS typically go for a little bit more. Not that they're super expensive by any means. You know, if the price is right for a couple bucks, Star Wars, super popular. That's that intuition kicking in. Like, I've never sold this before. I don't know what it's going to sell for. I'm not the guy that looks stuff up at a yard sale. I'm not that guy looking. No, I'm not that guy. I like to hunt, and I like to be tickled on the back end. That didn't sound right, but I like to be tickled after I get home and seeing what stuff sells for, because I'm like, hey, $3, $50. Hey, I knew. So I knew I'm good. You know, like, this just kind of strokes your ego a little bit, and it tickles me when that happens. So this is a prime example. Again, those things just never sold it before, but I know sealed, I know VHS, I know Star Wars. There's going to be a market for it. Now it's a matter of, what do you think it's going to end up being, Joe? For $3, it's worth it, because it's, even if it's $15, probably bare minimum, it's worth it, right? I mean, well, it's not really worth it, but you're not going to lose money. You know what I mean? I don't like to go 3 to make 15 after fees. You make like 12, but the goal is not to lose money, right? So, but then obviously I look it up. $50 was one sold for. One sold for like, it was a little bit different version, but it sold for like 80. There's not a ton of them up, which is good. So who knows? I might put it up for 60 or 70, and somebody might pop on it or offer me the 50, and I take it. But anyway, so it just goes back to the intuition part too. You know, this is the experience, the intuition, knowing what sells, knowing your stuff, you know, building that library over time. That's all I got, guys. I'll be back on Monday with sales. I've already got quite a few things sold since yesterday. So since we did the video yesterday, I've got quite a few things that sold today already. So hopefully you're having a wonderful Saturday. If you're out picking, hunting, drop in comments. Let me know what you picked up. Let me know what scores you got. I'd love to hear about it. And also, if I did good or didn't do good. How would y'all think? Did I not do good? Did I do good? I don't know. Y'all let me know. I think I did all right. But enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back Monday with sales, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoy anything that you see. Enjoy hanging out, because I'm just the average Joe, raw, unedited. This is how we do. So if you like raw, unedited, your average Joe. I'm not fancy pants with a bunch of crazy editing and fancy backgrounds, and you see what I'm working with, man. It's real life, organized chaos. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the day, everybody, and we'll see y'all on the next one.